What's up, Scholars? I am Scar.
And I am Nala.
And today we're going to do part 2 of how we first met.
And this is the most interesting part because we had a very long distance relationship of 6 months, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The last episode, which was like how we met, part 1.
And if you haven't watched it, go back and watch it before you watch this. So pause it now and go back.
We ended where we ended in the touch, right? It was the touch.
Yeah, your dramatic touch.
Yeah. So after that, what happened?
You're talking, go on.
You just leave me the most difficult parts.
You can practice your English. Come on, give it to them, baby.
Okay, basically, after that Noche Loca, crazy night, we went to the penthouse and something happened.
What happened? What happened?
I assume when I meet this guy, I feel so weak. So what had to happen?
Carry on.
What happened the first night? Yeah, the first night. We had sex. I was staying in the penthouse for the whole weekend until I had to leave.
Even though your house is down the road.
Because I had to come back to Paris and he had to come back to Bristol. We did many activities. I was being the guide, the Barcelona guide for them, so it was
Yeah, no, it was really cool. We went to a spa, which was really nice, and went for some food. So yeah, like it was the perfect time to actually chill out and do some fun, cool stuff. Being the new year, it's a cool way to start the new year as well. So yeah, no, it was really enjoyable.
And I remember he was kind of like lovey-dovey, but at the same time, I was like, like I'm not gonna take it serious. But why you was like that?
I really liked you, so I wasn't gonna like. I was being my natural self. As much as I was on I was in player mood before, and that was kind of the mentality I had. I was kind of fighting that, but at the same time I was just being natural as well. I was just being natural. So yeah, that's the reason why I was like that. Why was you in such gold digger mood, bad bitch mood? You said you wasn't like that. You said you was like very. You don't
bad
care.
Bitch, but not gold digger.
Okay, bad
and
bitch.
I make my money.
Okay.
I don't need anyone else money.
So I'm asking you why you wasn't.
Why?
Like that.
Because I was scared. I was scared to be hurt and to start like a serious relationship when like my planet was going to another country. I was living in another country. We meet in another country and yeah, like.
So was that difficult for you then because you were. How did you feel like? Because obviously you said that you liked me, but how did that make you feel knowing that you were scared and like? Because for me, I was just like enjoying it, like I was just like enjoying it.
I was not thinking about the future, to be honest.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I was not. You have a lot of girls who are very. Thinking about the future from the first date. No, not at all. To me, it was. I think to you too, to me it was like a crazy weekend that we meet each other, we had fun, and then that's it. I thought like when I'm gonna come back to Paris, I'm not gonna see him again.
Yeah, because even though I just met you, I had a lot of emotion, so I was just being like real and open with it. At the same time, in my head, I was like, this is just not gonna last or whatever. But
especially me saying that I'm gonna go to America.
Yeah, no, of course. You left and you went back to Paris and I came back to the UK. It was like, okay, cool, life goes on now, the big fairy tale dream
exactly.
is done.
And then, I don't know how we call each other. I don't remember if it was, I think it was you who called me. And the first call, we spent at least 7 hours. 7 hours talking the first day, but it was not the last.
Yeah.
Next day the same, 7 hours. I didn't sleep, you didn't sleep. I was like going work like with my eyes. super tired. But at the same time, I never had that connection, that communication with nobody in my life. Like,
yeah, I would say that I'd say that the connection that we had in Barcelona led to that. I don't think it was just like, oh, you know, we met and we did something and then we had a cool weekend together and then
no.
then it was like, and then we found out that we actually had a connection. I don't think it was a physical thing. I personally don't. Like, obviously, like I said in part one, like, I'd seen you before and I liked how you looked and that, but I don't think it was something that was a purely physical, because I don't think I'm just a purely physical person. It was like a connection there, a spiritual connection, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. And then it was the most difficult part when we was like, what is this? You know, like, why we are that close, but we are that far at the same time. He was like a friend, you know, like he was having sex with other girls and he was telling me like it was nothing, you know. And in like I felt a little bit jealous, but at the same time I was like, this guy is being true to you. It's the first time you have that, you know, like, appreciate it. I don't believe in Disney. I love Disney anyway, but I don't believe in fairy tales and everything is in pink, la vie en rose. I don't believe in all that. I believe in imperfections who became perfections.
Oh, look at you, the poetic.
But then you start to want it to have a more serious thing with me, even if it was in a distance. But me, I was like, whoa, like, if you want something with me, I'm not gonna be like, okay, do whatever you want, you know, have sex with half of the city if you want, and then come to me. No, I'm exclusive, happy, yeah.
At the time, you weren't even in a relationship with anyone or seeing anyone, she says.
It's true.
And I'm joking, that's a joke. For me, I was kind of in my head, I was thinking like, how can I like this girl? And I've only just met her and it was just all a bit mad. I would say that, and then I remember you were saying something to me like, oh, like, I don't think you're serious, you're not really serious, like, when you show me that you're gonna come and see me or whatever, then you're serious. And I was just like, oh, okay, you think someone's on a joke thing. No, because obviously you must have thought I was on a joke thing, innit? So
basically, you know, he was, sorry to cut you, but he was saying like, I want to see you, and I say, you know what, don't say nothing. When you're gonna have your ticket, you send me the ticket and then we talk. The same day that I told him that, he sent me a few hours later the ticket for Paris.
Because that's what bosses do, obviously. So you knew what time it is, and you knew what was up when you got that, and then you just had to shut your mouth and just...
But while we was talking on the phone, a few weird things happened, because I remember every time he was sleeping with another girl, I had like a massive nightmare. You know, I woke up like scared, like, but really bad nightmare. I don't remember about what it was, but I remember the next day talking to him, you know, and saying, oh, I had a bad nightmare. Every time I had a bad nightmare, he was basically another girl. And then we was talking also, remember the thing of Rome? We was talking about our trips. He went to Rome and I went to Rome. We only went to Rome, to Italy once in our life. And it was the same days. Me, I was with my ex for the wedding of my bestie.
Yeah, and you was out there at the same time going to a wedding. So yeah, like, that was pretty crazy.
When he tried to be like, more like, loving with me and stuff like that, I tried to stop him, like making him feel like you choose the life that you want, you know, if you want to be serious, if you want to be a dog, be a dog, but you cannot be both, you know.
Let's not say dog, because if people want to have open relationships and people want to be with other people, that's okay, because you're not necessarily a dog.
Yes.
If you're single, you're allowed. If you're single, you're allowed to do what the hell you want. Just to let people know that.
A puppy. Puppy? Can I say poopy?
You can say what you want, but I'm just being clear, like, because some people are single, and I don't want them to feel like, because I was single when we met, I was single. So I don't want people to think that if you're single, because I don't mind what people think of me, people can judge me, but I don't want people to think that if you're single, you can't basically be open.
I don't mean. You know? When was the moment that you decide to stop? Stop seeing other girls?
I was happy being single, but at the same time, like, I didn't want to be single for the rest of my life, and I wasn't necessarily looking for somebody, because I don't really think life works like that. When I met you, it was quite easy because I had a good connection with you, like, so for me it was...
But at the same time you had a fight, right?
Yeah, no, of course. It was more of the question of being in a relationship with you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, the other side of it wasn't that difficult to not do that, if you know what I'm saying, because it's not something that it wasn't like my life's goal. My life's goal wasn't to be a player or be like, single or whatever. Like, that was just something that was, idle hands make like the devil's work. When you're bored and you're not really doing nothing, then you're going to tend to do that, especially if you're single.
Then what happened then? You came to Paris.
Well, everything changed then.
You told me it was the first time that you went to another country to see a girl.
Yeah, definitely.
It was very special that he did that quickly.
I take that very seriously, of course I do. Like, I'm not just gonna jump on a plane to see any person, to be honest with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, whether it be a girl or a friend or whatever, like, it needs to be a serious relationship or something that I'm actually willing to invest my time in, because my time's very precious to me. Like, that's the thing that I value one of the most is my time. So if I'm going to go to Paris, I'm going to make sure that it's going to be with somebody, or I'm going to be pretty sure to be with someone that I'm actually going to enjoy my time with. And we had a great time as well.
We had a great time. We celebrated my birthday. I was very, very happy. Yeah, from that moment we was really like into each other, loyal. I remember you were saying to your friends that you was in love of this girl from Barcelona, and a lot of your friends, they thought that you was crazy.
Yeah, I can see why they probably thought I was crazy. Especially the fact that I was saying like I was going to go to Paris and see you after meeting you in Barcelona on New Year's. Like, so it's like a wild party, and like it's supposed to be that's it after. But yeah, I think my friends thought I was nuts. They probably still do. Think I'm crazy anyway. So
yeah, from that moment we had a 6 months relationship, very difficult, struggling, because we are the kind of relationship that we have a lot of communication, we need a lot of contact physically. We spend a lot of hours in the phone, like wasting all the battery, everything. We try to see each other at least once per month, or me going to Bristol or him coming to Paris. We go on
holiday.
Exactly. Our third time we went to Dubai. It was cool. It was very cool for your birthday.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was very special. And what happened in Dubai, baby? Tell them what happened in Dubai, because that trip made the difference.
So we went to Dubai for my birthday, and that was like 3-4 months into the relationship. And you were still undecided. Like, we were basically together, but you was like kind of undecided what you wanted to do, because your end of your working season was coming up. You maybe had a month or 2 left, and you were gonna basically go to America and start your life there. And I wasn't really prepared to just go to America. I was kind of a bit like, well, okay, cool, but like, you need to be with me, innit? Like, like, you need to be with me. I need you with me, innit? Fuck America, like, you need to be with me. So yeah, one day you was in the swimming pool chilling, and I think I came out to the swimming pool and I jumped in, and I was like, we were talking. Like, I didn't think I just gave you a proposition, but we were talking, and you seemed a bit
scared.
You seemed a bit all over the place, and I was like, listen, like, I'm just gonna be real with you, like you need to just come and stay with me, like, live with me, be with me, I'll take care of you, I got you, you know what I'm saying? Like, we'll see what happens in the future, but right now I need you to be here with me. Like, and I said, I'm not gonna force you, because at the end of the day, you've got to do what you want, but like, I'm gonna be a man and just be real and just say, look, like you're mine in it, like, and you're not going anywhere. Like, as much as you know, like everybody's entitled to do what they want, and you've got your own choice. And I said, look, it's your life. You're gonna ultimately do what you want anyway. I can't force you, but basically,
come live with me.
Get over here! You're coming with me. Yeah.
And then, of course, I had to say yes. I had to say yes. My heart said yes. My heart said yes.
But my head said no.
I was super scared. No, my head said yes. To be honest, I was waiting. Like, even if I had my plans, I want a guy with
cojones.
With cojones, you know, with big balls, taking the decisions, you know. So, to me, to change my decision, my big decision, I need a strong man.
Really, you never told me that before. You never, honestly, you've never said that. Oh, you never.
After that, we keep seeing each other once per month. Bristol, Barcelona, Paris. And then last time it was in Barcelona, and then I moved to Bristol in August, last August, and now I'm living in Bristol. I'm learning English. I'm in the school. I'm working, and I was very, very scared, you know, because when you live with someone is when you see the true colors.
When you're not the most difficult person to live with, you're super easygoing and super relaxed, and you have that Spanish swag. Well, you do, like, you know, I'm used to that because of my Jamaican heritage as well, and laid back people, and I'm cool with that. Like, I'm really cool with laid back people. So I was probably the only one that was really sure that we were going to get on, because I was saying to my friends, no, I think I know we get on anyway. I know we're going to be fine together. It's a lot easier to me. I thought it was
also, you know why? Because I'm changing all my life, and I'm adapting my life to your life, in your city, in your apartment, so of course for you it was easier, because it's me who is making the moves, you know.
But I meant in a sense for both of us. I don't think it would. I never worried that it would be difficult for you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. That you had a really good base of English. It's not like people think that when you came here you started speaking English. You've been speaking English. You speak many languages. Like when we first met, we were speaking in English. English might not have been as advanced as it is now, but you had a good grasp of the English language. You moved from Spain to Paris not knowing any French whatsoever. To me, that's completely different from going from Paris to England when you already knew English, you had an English base. That's a massive thing. When you go to a country and you don't speak the language, you have no clue about it. That means you don't know nothing about the culture.
I was not scared at all to like when it comes from like the language and city.
But I think in general though, because
I was scared about our relationship, you know, because we had a distance relationship.
Yeah.
We see each other like maybe 3 days per month.
I think that's tougher.
And the rest talking, you know, like.
But my friend said to me, oh, like, you know, it's okay when you're with someone for 3 days because then it's super lovey-dovey and then you go and... But I was like, well, yeah, but at the same time, when you're talking on the phone to someone... like it's long, like there's only so much you can get to know about somebody over the phone when you're talking every day for how many months, you know what I'm saying? Like, you need the balance.
I was scared to see if what we had in distance was real, you know, because a lot of people have distance relationships and then they meet each other, they live with each other, and the feeling is different, you know, they are like upset, you know, like disappointed.
Yeah.
So I was very scared because I never had any distant relationship in Nathan, and I didn't really believe in distance relationship. I was like, no, I would never have.
I thought it was bullshit, to be honest with you, long distance relationship.
Now living with you, I remember that period, and I think it was very beautiful, difficult but beautiful.
Oh no, it was a great time to look back on, and that built the foundations for our relationship. Being in a long distance relationship set the foundation for us to. Doing things like we know we can go on holidays together, we can travel together, we know we can go and get our hustle on and go and work together if we have to and support each other. And
we don't, basically a lot of relationships, they think they have love because they have good sex, let's be honest, and because we didn't have sex for long periods,
it was never about that.
We knew each other 100%, everything, like it was not even forced.
Yeah, our relationship was not based upon sex whatsoever.
But lot of relationships
are. But we've all been in
relationships. If you put them in a distance, you know, if you put like a serious normal relationship in a distance, you change all that and you put it in a distance, a lot of them would break because they would realize that they're not interested for each other.
Yeah, a lot of it's just
They're not
convenience.
interested
A lot of
for
it
each
can be
other.
convenient. So because I've been in relationships like that where it's convenient because the person is basically there and they're willing, you know, and it's just an agreement, isn't it? Basically, like it's not really nothing else than that. Like you can even be kind of used to somebody. You might not even actually really be that attracted to them. Like,
but yeah, after live with each other and realizing that is a true love, is a true relationship, is a healthy relationship, especially now for like the massive change of not seeing each other to seeing each other every day and not feeling tired about that, you know, because usually like it can be tiring, it can be boring, it can be, oh my god, like I cannot take it no more, I need my freedom. Because remember, we was single, we was living in each other places without any rule, any nothing. So the fact that it works now, after all these months, we are engaged, we have plans, we share a lot of hobbies and a lot of things. It's just amazing. I'm very, very happy, and I really wanted to share with you this experience, the part 2 of how we met, because I think is the most important part of how we met.
it's the base, isn't it?
And if you are in a distance relationship, or if you think that you're starting to feeling something for someone who don't live in your country and is far from you, I just can say that keep going, keep building, and sooner or later you will see that everything can change and it can transform in a normal relationship.
After that, I really want to know from you guys, if any of you guys are in long distance relationships. If you are, tell us how long you've been in a long distance relationship, where you guys met, and what your plans are.
We really want to know.
Yeah, that would be really interesting to hear your stories in the comments below. If there's any other things you want us to talk about, any personal things, let us know. Make sure you don't forget to like and subscribe, give it a thumbs up.
And let's see you next week
Exactly.
in Paris.
Au revoir.